Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of the Amazing Shinsengumi, Heroes in Love. We are on Hajime Saito's route, on Chapter 3, please. And I'm just going to jump right into things because I'm going to try and finish this all in one night. Well, reading here on my side. I'm not sure if I'm going to get all the editing and publishing done tomorrow, but I will try to get all recording done tonight. So you can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. It happened little by little over time, but I finally got used to being with the Shinsengumi. I was too embarrassed to look at Hajime for a while. We became awkwardly distant. Oh, I felt refreshed and more open about my feelings. I soon felt unrest during the peaceful days at the base. I could feel the tense air around the base. I couldn't relax. Is something going to happen? Then again, I was just a freeloader. There was nothing I could do anyway.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Is Hajime in his room?
Yeah, I think he's there.
Got it. Thanks for telling me. By the way, you've gotten used to living here, haven't you?
Do you think so? Maybe I'll be mistaken for a Shinsengumi soldier someday soon.
What are you talking about? There's no way that would happen.
Yeah, you're right.
Shinpachi, you wanted to see me?
I turned around after hearing those words. Hajime was walking down the hallway. Even though he went out late last night, he didn't return until morning. He's already up. You're up early today as usual. He seems like the fastidious type. Were you able to get some rest?
Yeah.
Hajime nodded and grinned slightly. When I saw his face, I knew he wasn't lying. Still, he was pushing himself too hard. I was worried he might collapse at any moment.
Shinpachi, let's talk over here. Alright, see ya.
Bye. I will ask them if they need anything. Shall I bring you some tea? Hajime stopped walking and turned around.
No, we're fine. Thank you. You haven't slept much either, right? Take some time to relax.
How would you know? If he was gone, how would he know if I was sleeping or not? Even if he said that, I couldn't be the only one taking a break. I watched them leave and went to do my chores. I noticed the fatigue on both Hajime and Shinpachi's faces. Tonight, I'll make something nutritious for them. I cleaned up and did my chores. Before long, there was an uproar at the front gate. Did the patrol just come back? The number of soldiers patrolling Kyoto had risen quite a bit. They patrolled day and night. The people of Kyoto weren't happy about it and heard rumors that there was trouble afoot. Thinking that, my chest started to hurt. I couldn't help being gloomy as well. I want the base to at least be fun and lively. Good work today. I tried my best to greet the soldiers cheerfully. If you need anything, feel free to tell me. Then again, I can only do chores.
Okay, then can you wash this for me?
Sure.
Oh, can you take this too? I seriously broke a sweat.
Okay.
Well, I'm fine with just your smile, Chizuru.
Stop grabbing my hand when you say those things. Sanosuke talks to me regularly. Each time before I knew it, he was always touching me.
Huh, you figured it out.
Oh, of course. Jeez. Eee! Suddenly, someone pulled my shoulders back. My body shook and was now slanted. I looked behind me. Hajime was standing there. Hajime? What's wrong?
Nothing.
Hajime looked away and was being evasive. I wonder what's wrong. He's always straightforward, but he usually says how he feels.
It looks like you've lost, Sanosuke.
Shinpachi came a little later, and for some reason had a playful smile on his face. Huh? I wondered what he meant, but Hajime suddenly opened his mouth.
I saw that Miss Yukimoto was in trouble. What are you talking about? I wasn't causing you trouble, right?
Sanosuke grabbed my hand one more time.
Chizuru's hand feels so soft. I love it.
What are you saying? Let go of me.
Sanosuke.
Hajime separated our hands. That's just so funny when somebody comes in and separates, grabs your wrist, separates your hands.
She clearly doesn't like it when you do that. She is just being shy, right, Chizuru?
Sanosuke stretched out his hand once again. Somebody slap his hand. Shinpachi was watching and grabbed Sanosuke by the back of the neck. Thank you!
Well, we'll be on our way. We? You mean me too? Who else would I be talking about? Hajime's tired, so let him rest, okay?
Shinpachi dragged Sanosuke away and returned to his room. Good work today. I suddenly realized all the other soldiers had left, and Hajime and I were alone. It's quiet, isn't it?
I believe it was rather rowdy until a few seconds ago.
I was about to smile at his sarcastic words. Sanosuke sure is trouble. I'm glad he worries about me, though.
That's true. But his feelings for you are...
Huh? I waited for him to finish after he stopped talking. What about his feelings?
No, it's nothing.
Hajime huddled his big body. I was sure that he didn't want me to ask about it any further. Maybe I was being too conceited. Maybe he knows what Sanosuke's feelings are, and that's why he stopped. I couldn't help but feel happy. I let out a smile.
Miss Yukimura.
Yes? What is it? Hajime may have noticed something as he hid his red cheeks with his fingers and looked away. Oh, that's so cute.
I'm going back to my room.
Okay. Have a good rest. After exchanging those words, we walked down the hallway side by side. I heard voices coming from somewhere.
You heard what the prisoner said, right? Yeah, it looks like they're going to go through with it soon.
I stopped after hearing the unfamiliar words. I looked on the other side of the room. I was sure Hajime realized it as well. He came close to me and covered my ears.
You don't need to worry.
But I want to know. Is everything okay? Does it have to do with why everyone around here has been so tense?
Not at all. Everything's fine.
Liar! Something's wrong, apparently. We looked at each other as he covered my ears. Why are you still covering my ears? How can I hear him if he's got my ears covered anyway?
Please, believe me.
I nodded in front of his sincere eyes. Yet, I couldn't help but worry what the Shinsengumi were trying to do. Trust them. That night, everyone suddenly moved out. The soldiers quickly left the base. It was a very quiet night. I became scared. I wasn't able to fall asleep. I lay there motionless, holding my knees. I heard someone knock at the door.
Miss Yukimura.
Yes? The door opened. Hajime was standing there. I covered myself with my blanket and sat up. I looked at Hajime.
Are you alright?
Yes, somehow. Why wouldn't I be alright? It had to be a lie. It was the first quiet night I'd experienced here. My body shivered. I pretended to tough it out, but I couldn't tell him how I really felt. He noticed something. Hajime? Even though Hajime was supposed to leave as well, he entered my room. I saw him bend his knees, but then his enormous body wrapped around me.
You're shaking.
Yeah.
Why? Are you pushing yourself?
It wasn't something admirable like not wanting him to worry about me. I was too scared to sleep with everyone gone. I know it's not a good excuse.
You don't have to be ashamed. It's only natural for a girl like you to feel scared when you're alone. Don't push yourself too hard. I'll take in all your worries and fears for you.
How can you say that? My body stopped shivering after hearing his unexpected words. Suddenly, my heart started pounding violently instead. Hajime felt it.
Oh, I'm out of time. I have to go now.
See, you can't comfort me. You have to leave. Oh. The arms that held me tightly started to let go of me. I wanted a picture of that. The worries that had gone away suddenly overflowed within me again. I will grab his arm. I didn't want him to go. I wanted him to stay by my side. I grabbed onto Hajime's arm. Don't go, Hajime, don't go.
Miss Yukimura. I'm sorry, but I must go.
Hajime turned around and left my room. Hajime! I knew he had to go no matter what. I told him, I'll be waiting for you. I'll be waiting here and prepare some delicious food for when you return. I saw him off and continued to wait until morning for his return. The birds in the neighborhood chirped, informing me it was morning. This was the time everyone usually woke up and started making a ruckus. He still hasn't returned. Is Hajime okay? I started to worry. I couldn't stand waiting any longer. I flew out of the base and ran into Kyoto, searching for wherever they were. However, I didn't need to do that.
Ever since the ragged wolves came, the fighting hasn't stopped. They're still over there? Yeah, they've been there since last night.
Rumors were already spreading through Kyoto. I followed the crowds of people and found them. There were many soldiers lying down, covered in blood. I knew some of them. Soji! Heisuke? Even though I called out to them, no one had the strength to reply. They just tilted their heads. In the midst of things. I looked around and noticed someone was missing. Hajime! Where's Hajime? I walked around, smelling the scent of steel. I saw a tall person giving orders to the soldiers. Hajime! I walked through the path where everyone was lying on the floor to see Hajime. He was surprised to see me, and his expression suddenly became serious.
You can't be here.
My feet stopped when I heard his unusually sharp tone. Am I in the way? Yes. Please let me help with something.
This is our job. We don't need your help.
But...
Please. Please keep your hands as they are. Keep them clean.
Hajime turned his back on me and started working again. I was happy about his sentiments, but I was sad about them as well. In order to understand his feelings, in order to overlook his work. Until the day became night, until the Shinsengumi returned home, I decided to watch over Hajime. Well, I guess he'd be okay with me just watching over him at least. Didn't want me to get involved. Chapter 4, just a little longer. Looks like there's going to be fire involved again because there's fire in the background here. Well, we'll see what's up in the next video. Hope to see you there or in some of my other ones. And I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.